So yeah, never drinking gin again. Yep, that's a done deal.
Had yourself an evening.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I did. I had myself quite an evening. Um, yeah. Well, okay. So here's the thing. About once a year, I do something publicly embarrassing. So I just got it out of the way, so I'm clear for the whole rest of the year. So I think it's actually probably for the best.
that's handy.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a good thing to just sort of blast through it, you
Yeah,
know?
just get
Yeah.
it done. Just get it out of the way. Like, fuck it. I know I'm gonna fuck up at some point and be completely like embarrassed and act like an idiot. At least once. At least once. Hopefully only once.
Well, if avoiding ass hattery was your New Year's resolution, at least you're on par with everybody else's resolution now.
Actually, hey, I do actually have a good resolution. I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, no, complete and utter fucking blackout from last night. No fucking like no recollection at all. Like I was watching Big Trouble in Little China, and then I was waking up in the middle of the night, like in bed. Like, why is my Twitter blowing
So,
up? Oh, I did what?
uh,
Oh,
so
yeah.
this now makes gin and rum that you can't handle, huh?
No gin, no rum, done.
Huh.
Yeah. I just, there's sometimes you have to learn when to call it quits with your New Year's celebrations. But all that
Hmm.
being said, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Midweek Saints. Welcome. Yeah, no, oh, okay. Before we get to catching up to the stuff of the Streamlabs, I went and I did it today. I went and I signed up at the local gym.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, see, that's the easy part because I've had a gym membership for a year and a half now, and I used it for a solid 8, 9 months, and then and then then things changed. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting back. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny that you had a bad gym reaction. I actually had a very strange experience today. Got up groggy, haven't been sleeping well again. So I get up groggy. I'm like, yeah, I'll go check my PO box. I'll get a coffee because I'm out of coffee here. So I'm down there. I'm like, yeah, let me get a large. I'm like, yeah, I like, looking at something strong. I got some writing and stuff to do. And the barista's like, oh, I could put a shot of espresso in there. In the past, that's never really been a problem. Um, at least not a really big problem as it
Mm-hmm.
was. And today, my pupils shrunk to the size of pinholes. I started just like vibrating like Michael J. Fox style.
Oh no.
And yeah, and I mean, I was just like, there was like a high point to it where I'm just sitting on Twitter asking shit like there was one I put out. I'm like, I get confused when I see somebody getting upset with an immigrant because they don't speak English, and I'm forced to wonder, do they hate babies for the same reason? Shit like that. And then yeah, and then it really got into like bad trip mode where it was of definitely it felt like a bad acid trip mixed with an anxiety attack, and my brain went to that same place it's gone in the bad acid trip camps where
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, okay, is this happening? This is happening. Okay, ride it out, ride it out. Hey, I got an idea. How about we go for a quick lap outside? Yeah, that's a great idea. Hey, cool. All right, yeah, I'll do that, and now I'll just pace around my kitchen with my veins vibrating at a frequency that's somehow communicating to some distant galaxy. That's great. And finally
Jesus
that, but
Christ.
yeah. And then the crash came around, and I was just laying out watching Man in the High Castle, and like I was lying there, and I was like, okay, it's passing. I think it's passing. I hope it's passing. And then boof, crash, and I was just dead to the world for like 3 hours,
Yeah.
only to awaken to this to the to. I get a chorus of cacophony now. Really loving this apartment building. So instead of just the kids next door screaming in sequence, which they do all day, upstairs neighbor decided he was just going to vacuum for 45 minutes. And then downstairs neighbor decided it was time to bust out some monster jams, the volume cranked to 11. And I come to realize I do not like modern hip hop. If your name starts with a little something, I'm
Oh,
probably
yeah.
gonna think you're shit. So,
Yeah. That's garbage, man. When I was 17, I was living in a punk house and I was really hungover. It was actually a New Year's. Oh fuck. Yeah, this is a New Year's celebration that I was at and I did
oh,
this. Maybe I just have a history of getting kind of crazy on New Year's, but I didn't want to drink because I was so hungover. I didn't want to drink, so instead I bought a box of Vivarin, just caffeine pills, and I ate almost all of them, thinking, yeah, I'll just get high like I'm all gacked out on crank or something. Whee! No, that was an awful idea.
Not the same. No, it's not the same.
No.
It's the kind of thing, though. It does make me wonder what life is like for those people who like can't function unless they have like a double espresso. Because I'm pretty sure that shit would literally kill me.
It might.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. All I know is I almost got into a fist fight with a dude, and then I told some of my friends about how he disrespected me. He was being a fucking shit, trying to steal my girlfriend's cigarettes. I told a couple of my friends how he disrespected me, and they were like, let's go find him and beat his ass. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. And so we go running outside to go find this dude. Can't find him. I'm all amped up. Roid rage, fucking vibrant, gacked out 17-year-old me. And I turn around, and there's a wooden door, like a wooden shed door.
And you fought the door, didn't you?
Fucking punched it, but I didn't realize that was like 9-layer hard compressed wood up against a cinder block wall. Nothing cushioned my punch, and I broke my fucking fist.
Good job there, Martin Luther. Just nailing your declaration to the front of a fucking clearly a cathedral door.
And my pride.
Yeah. Well, I gotta wonder though, shit like that. But fucking, I remember when like those ephedrine yellow jacket pills were on the market. We used to love those things when I worked at the Ruby Tuesdays kitchen, and I don't know why, because the crash was always miserable. But between that and like the super strong coffee, I don't understand why cocaine's illegal. I really don't.
Yeah.
It's like there's no justice in this world, because I'd rather just start my day with a nice fat rail of cocaine than go through that again.
Yeah.
So.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck that, man. Jesus fucking Christ. Let's catch up real quick. The press resubscribed 5 months. Wow. 5 months goes by fast. Too true. Addy Monster resubscribed 4 months so far. Hado gay anniversary. Addy Monster tossed a sub to Callie. Larry Kubak with some biddies. Happy New Year, Nick. Cheers. Callie Gator says, gin will make you sin, and that's
I get, strangely enough, I get along with gin rather well. I'd say actually the only liquor I tend to have problems with is tequila.
Yeah.
Tequila makes me fighty and mouthy and grumpy and so on. But gin, I don't know. Gin's like vodka to me. It's just kind of like it's a clear liquor.
Biochemically speaking, gin and tequila both affect us differently than most other alcohols. Like they really do, especially tequila. I'm usually kind of okay on tequila. It's fine, but apparently gin is bad. So this is funny, though, because 2 of my really good friends in real life, they went to a party for New Year's, and they also drank gin. And they also had a really, really bad time. One of them, in fact, he was like, yeah, I heard you had a rough time yesterday. At least you weren't, covered in blood and inconsolable, freaking out about something that you can't even remember for like 4 hours, because that's what I did. And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that's pretty bad too. Okay.
Maeve saying that tequila made her pregnant twice. That's some strong mezcal right there. Yeah. You know what? I got to wonder though. Do you think maybe the reason the gin fucked you up so bad it was basically just revenge from Ryan Reynolds for ripping off his commercial there? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I went looking
Fuck
for
you, Green Lantern.
Yeah, I went looking for Aviator Gin too, but I ended up I couldn't find it, so I got Tanqueray, and yeah, no, I mean, like I don't actually blame the gin for me being dumb. I blame me, because I'm still the one who did it. Yeah. But still, dude, with how fucking terrible I feel today, no more gin. We're done. we're breaking up. Addy Monster says, Happy New Year's. While you were all partying, I was crashing my fucking company car. No worries. I'm 10 out of 10 A-OK.
Oh, yeah,
no injuries. With a fresh to death new company Subaru to enjoy this winter. Hope you're all having a great evening. Fuck yeah. Uh,
So wait, you Dukes a Hazzard, your company car, and they reward you with a Subaru.
mm,
What company is this?
I know,
I gotta
dude.
wonder. It's like it's a car it's a rental agency, of course. Oh, I see. You got the $1 insurance, did you?
Callie says, personally, gin is my choice of liver killer. Tis the lifeblood of us pathetic, starving artist times. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I don't know, man. I'm
Well, I mean,
done.
like gin and tonic's like the most famous one, but I know there's a few other gin drinks that I've actually kind of taken to. Like
Gin and juice, man. That's what I was drinking
actually,
all night. Gin and juice.
see, that's the problem. You needed to go with martinis because, like, gin and juice, it's the kind of thing like you drink it, especially as a white kid, you get a little white girl wasted, you start feeling a little gangsta,
Yep.
Now, if you'd have been drinking martinis, it would have been a very classy affair
Right.
with that dumb shit you did. Showing up on a Spurg stream with a martini in hand. That's quite interesting, but you're a dumb cunt.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I probably would have performed way better for one, and two, I don't think I would have gotten that drunk because for a while I was drinking martinis and like very.
Those are sipping drinks.
They're
Yeah.
sipping drinks for one, but also one of the reasons I like drinking whiskey neat is I am very well aware of how much alcohol I'm taking in,
Hmm.
so it doesn't sneak up on me. That gin and juice, dude, like. I
Oh,
was
that.
I was I was fucking bitch ass Becky. Oh my
Oh,
god.
my one bar fight story came out of the same day back in the day when I used to take like I used to get my Jameson on the rocks, and that's why I like it straight now too, just straight up and neat. Because if you give it to me on the rocks, it goes down like water because it turns into water. It's nice and cold and it's tasty. And then I have more than I should, and I yell at a bunch of skater kids for fucking around in a parking lot. And then I realize that was mean, and I apologize to them. And then I go get in a fight with a street urchin who ends up knocking my block into the concrete a couple times. So yeah.
Yeah.
No more ice, no more ice in my drinks.
Yeah. Man. I don't know.
Uh,
Sometimes I had this friend of mine, Utah. He just had this real weird tendency that when he got to a very specific point of being drunk, he would go get his ass kicked. He wouldn't go and try and hurt somebody. He'd go and pick a fight so that the dude would beat his ass.
Sounds like a fetish.
Yeah, I don't know. So this is apparently let me see if I got this set up right. Yeah. This is apparently what happened to Addie's car here.
Yeah, this.
Yeah. There's
Oh, I love it. That's the exhaust, right?
Yeah, I think that's exhaust.
Oh, that's always fun. I love it. I love exhaust issues.
Carnage.
Now that shit,
Brutal.
actually, it's funny because that right there kind of reminds me of the rental car I fucking destroyed in Philadelphia when I was working for the union, and it was their dime.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, it was like a Chrysler 200, and this was one a windy ass night. I beat the shit out of it to begin with, and then windy ass night, it blows one of those plastic soda dispenser, like the end caps that they put on the gas pumps at
Sure.
gas stations. Yeah, well, it wasn't fully secured, so the wind blows it down. I back up, and then this thing comes sliding in, but I don't see it. So it wedges itself under the quarter panel on the passenger side, and then I just go driving, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that scraping sound?" I get out, and I'm like, "No, fuck this noise." So I just rip the fucking thing out, tears the corner panel, a lot like that, except a little bit worse, and the thing just hang down and dragged. I'm like, "Ah, fuck it, I'm going back to my hotel."
Yeah.
I drop it off, empty gas tank because I forgot to prepay for the gas refill. And then while the guy in the yard, like, they're like, "Sir, we need," I'm like, about to be late for my flight. And they're like, "Sir, there's a problem with the car." I'm like, "What are you talking about? What happened?" I can only imagine. And then I get out there, the yard guy's there. He's like, "Ah, yeah, this is real fucked up." I'm like, how did that happen? I have no idea how that happened. And then he notices my union bug, and Philly's a really union town. Guy looks at it, and he's like, "Actually, you know what?" He just puts it back up and punches it into place until it's just wedged between the tire and the frame.
Oh my god.
And he's like, "Yeah, it's fine. Also, don't charge him for the gas. Just try and remember next time." I'm like, "Thank you.
Mhm.
I'll
Hell
have to
yeah.
do this." Yeah, well, the next car I burned, that was the one that I burned I was still smoking and I was packing my own cigarettes. And so I had the rear window open so that it would blow the smoke out, just so that it didn't smell super smoky. And I flick my cigarette, and the cherry whips around, goes in through the back door, lands on the middle of the bench seat in the back, burns its way through like a small stack of papers, and then burns a little hole in the seat. And I'm like, fuck, that's evidence that I smoked in the car. And I got 20 minutes to get this bitch back. What do? Oh, I got it. Gorilla Glue and fucking jelly packet. Yeah.
Did it work?
No, well, I mean, you work in the sense that you couldn't tell it was a cigarette burn. Because what I did first, I put a bunch of Gorilla Glue in it so it started melting the plastic. And then I filled it with jelly, and I smeared it around a bunch, and it made the hole bigger. But it didn't look like a cigarette burn. It looked like some kind of chemical burn. And they don't have any, like, no hazardous chemicals in the car stickers anywhere. So, that was fine.
I mean, that's good. That's one way to cover up. Like, let's just make it worse, and then they can't tell what it was. You know, fuck it.
It is not the first time that I've used that line of thinking when trying to solve a problem and get out of trouble.
I'm pretty sure like the penalty for smoking in a rental car is worse than like fucking up the seat a little bit in a rental car.
Yeah, or destroying the quarter panel.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or fucking up the suspension because you felt like going off-roading, or putting 700 miles on it because you felt like taking a road trip with your corporate card.
Yeah, fuck it. Man. All right. So you just stuck around and hung out with Quinn for New Year's, didn't you?
Yep. Yeah, I had the Quino for the New Year's, and so it was actually kind of nice because like my goal this year is to like get less smashed, and I did pretty good over 2018. I want to kind of push it down a little more, and I'm like, you know what? Starting the new year with the kiddo is probably ideal. Like it's just a good way to get off on the right foot. And yeah, we had a fun time. She called everybody's a bunch of plebby potatoes, and it's a plebby potato New Year, and
plebby potato New Year. That's her new insult.
That's her. It's not. I can't tell if it's an insult or just like the word she likes using because she describes herself as a plebby potato, and everybody else is plebs. I'm a pleb. I keep trying to say you don't understand do you know what that means? And she's like, yeah, you're pleb. All right, 10-year-old logic, can't fault it.
Sure, whatever you say. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, so yeah, it was a good New Year's though. We had some shitty pizza and I had a bit of champagne and we toasted and I gave her some Sprite. And yeah. She's like, you should turn the camera on. I'll tell everybody you gave me champagne. I'm like, no. Absolutely. No. What are you trying to do to me?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I went on the Drunken Peasants 24-hour show.
I know.
And got to witness Joe molesting the shit out of Onision. That was pretty fucking amazing. Actually.
That was pretty great. Joe's arrival brought the whole show up. I felt, so like I tuned in and they've got like fucking Ralph Retort up on screen. I'm like, well, this is turned to shit pretty quick. And then Onision comes in. I'm like, okay, this is gonna get fucking weird. I had no idea how weird it would get.
Yeah.
Shirtless Joe comes in and starts, he's basically like lounging on him like a lobby girl at a brothel.
He grabbed his dick at least once. That was pretty amazing.
Yeah, well then like I tuned back in and there Greg is like lying out on the couch like it's all of a sudden he needs therapy. I'm like, yeah.
I love Joe.
Yeah.
I love that man. It's so funny too because when we first like were acquainted, we really didn't like each other at all. Did not like each other. But you have one really fucking crazy debaucherous time in Portland together and suddenly you're best buds. It happens.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it seemed like an interesting stream from what I caught. And then I was like, oh, fuck this. I'm just going to watch the ball drop. Quinn comes in the room. I just have to mute it. I'm like, I don't even know what they're about to say, but I know it's not for her ears.
Yeah, fuck that. Oh, well. All right, 2019, first midweek of the year.
Mm-hmm. What did I do there? Oh, that's right.
We're both very broken men at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that we don't get to do a show. We're doing a show. Let's get right into the news.
Let's just jump into it.
Police
Yeah.
Police mourn loss of fire-ravaged donut truck. This is a great story.
Yeah, and also I'm glad we get the chance to actually beat donut operator the punch for once.
I think he's talking about it a little bit.
Oh, did he?
Little bit.
Oh.
Yeah. Condolences have been flooding into a Kentucky police department that shared photos of officers being brought to tears by a donut truck fire. The Lexington Police Department said no one was injured when a Krispy Kreme truck hauling a load of donuts burst into flames while driving on a local road. A witness captured video from the scene showing flames and smoke pouring from the truck. The police department tweeted photos of officers paying respect to the fallen donuts by feigning tears, leading to supportive replies from other departments. We're so deeply sorry for your loss, the Stoughton Police Department wrote. Your brothers and sisters in Massachusetts are here for you during these tough times. The New York Police Department joked a jet was being sent to replace the charred pastries. Hang tight, we're sending backup forthwith, and these guys came prepared. We hope you like sprinkles, the department tweeted. Jesus.
I love self-aware police. It's important because for all like the dickish experiences some people have getting pulled over, it's good to remember that they're just some good old boys and just trying to have a good laugh while donut trucks burn.
Yeah.
Could have put the donut truck out. Oh wait, that's right. You guys aren't firefighters. Whoops.
What the hell? No. We're
Oh God.
looking at that fucking thing again.
YouTube short bus.
Yeah.
Why is that an ad now? Is YouTube using their least liked video in history as advertising?
I think it was just auto playing to like the next video for UPI.com.
Christ, because yeah. Well, I mean, it's just like I love YouTube's decision making is just so wonderful between Rewind being what it was and the fact like I accidentally clicked on the games tab the other day and then in the big banner it just had this video of rice gum. Like,
yeah,
really, guys? I mean, I get that he's a big star, putting him in there kind of had to hurt, but did it feel good though?
But did it feel good? Fucking Jesus. Who actually gets sprinkles on their donuts, by the way? Like, that doesn't sound appealing to me at all. I don't like sprinkles.
To be honest with you, actually, like with the state of my guts right now, the very thought of donuts is it's a little queasy.
Yeah.
I'm a delicate lad tonight, everybody.
Yeah.
Be gentle on my intestines.
I mean, shit, dude. I had Subway earlier. I'm gonna be in pain soon. Ugh.
So that was a mistake. That was as bad as me. Well, I mean, granted, I had a 10-year-old like lobbying me for it, but yeah, Domino's was a mistake. So Subway sounds preferable.
Mm-hmm. I'm all backed up, and I decided I'm just gonna get the extra melty, super cheesy of cheesiness cheese sandwich from fucking Subway. This is a great fucking idea. Yeah.
Why not? Fucking dairy-based colon plug there. Just go out, plug that shit back up. You can carry enough food to feed a small African nation inside your body.
I mean, you're talking about waking up in the morning like a line of cocaine instead of coffee. I should wake up and have dried out Miralax chopped up into rails.
It's like you wake up and you're doing like a rail of Miralax and down some Pedialyte, remembering how it's like this is kind of like when I was a young man waking up with cocaine and some hair of the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, things have changed. Things have not changed for the better.
No, I should have gotten some Pedialyte today, actually. Damn, I probably would have helped a lot.
That shit's genius. Pedialyte and pickles, dude. It's the New Orleans breakfast.
Yeah, dude. Wow. Pickles are wonderful for fucking hangovers. They're amazing. They're so hydrating.
Yeah, Larry Kubiak saying it's like blowing an elf and having a jelly cum shot. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Now But speaking of which, now just think, oh God, why am I thinking about sprinkles on a jelly donut? That's not helping. Oof. Help everyone. I'm at a point where the only thing that's able to settle my stomach is whiskey.
Oh. I can't even think about fucking alcohol tonight. Oh my God. That'll make me fucking throw up. Holy shit.
People were like, hey, if it's hurting, just get yourself some water. So I got Bud Light.
Yeah, that's true. And I have my unsweetened iced tea. Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Sober Saints, where for once neither of us is getting smashed.
No.
New year, not so new us. New year, new problems.
Yeah. Too true. All right. Fucking hell, man. Addy Monster says, chat is talking about dry January. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, oops, I poured the vodka before I realized how little sody pop I had left. Guess I'll fill the empty space with more vodka. Pray for me, fam. Oh, no. No lavender vodka. Fuck.
I can't fault you. I can't fault your logic there.
Mm-mm.
It's like, oh, there's all this empty space in this cup. And all this vodka, all lonely.
Yeah. It just needs more friends.
Yeah, maybe just put some other, maybe, cut it with some rum, because in my experience, mixing liquors is never a bad idea.
Yeah, I like mixing liquors actually a lot.
Well, that's usually when I get myself in trouble. Like that's why I still fail to believe TJ Kirk was ever on the show.
I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Well, that night it was like, yeah, I'll have my wine, because this is like when I enjoyed like a bottle of wine over the show. But I go next door to get it, and like the shopkeep next door, that guy, if it was past 8 p.m., he's already shit-faced, and he'd like, if he knows me because I begin there all the time, he'd be like, hey, buddy, you want a drink? I'm like, nah, I'm just going to get half a solo cup of Johnny Walker it is.
Oh, yeah. That was a fucking crazy night, man. That was wild.
Well, that was also, too, and this is like a former owner, so I'm not even like, I'm not giving anything up, but let's just say like he had some other party favors on hand. Just laying them out on his phone. And come on, I'm like, he's like, oh, to make your show better, bring you up. Like, can't fault your logic.
Damn, you're a smart man. You're a damn smart man. Do you remember Lacey being on the show?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Vaguely. Yeah. This but yeah, let's get to this next story here too, because I like this one too. I actually really like this. Was one of my first choices. This comes to us from the funnel UK here. Revealed the weirdest calls Britons have made to the Foreign Office. They are there to help you if you get into trouble overseas, but the Foreign Office says that even its diplomats have their limits. Okay. So the Foreign Office received more than 330 calls from Britons who needed help overseas this year, and while 4,900 of them were from those who had been arrested, and more than 3,400 from those in the hospital, there were also inquiries of a more unusual nature. Among the strangest was a man who wanted to know if there were vampires in Poland. The reason for his concern, a woman he was due to meet for a date asked his blood type. A caller from the U.S. wanted to know which contestant had been voted off Strictly Come Dancing the previous night.
Oh my God.
While a caller from the Netherlands had questions about the plot of Braveheart. I just want to call want to call the Foreign Office now, just with a series of questions. We could just make it a segment. It's like, what now? Welcome to Saints Call the UK Foreign Office. You're gonna get a call from the State Department like you have to stop
immediately. Request about the plot of Braveheart. That's amazing.
Yep. Now, although most British embassies will provide a list of local lawyers if you find yourself arrested overseas, they are not used to being asked for a list of women you can marry, as was the request from a man in Argentina. Meanwhile, a man in Thailand wanted diplomatic backing as he argued against paying for a massage. He had fallen asleep during it, after all. That's a bona fide international relations issue. Someone in the Canary Islands wanted a new hotel room after a stray cat urinated on his bed. While a man in New Delhi wanted to know if the British High Commission was selling vegetarian sausages.
Oh, that's brilliant. See, we make jokes about privilege and shit, especially in the States and whatnot. This is some privileged shit right here. Hello, Foreign Office, can you please explain this movie? Also, I need better sausages.
Yeah, I used to have Nikki Haley on speed dial just to try and bum some quarters off her whenever I needed to do laundry. She was always such a doll about it too. A Foreign Office spokesman said, quote, I can regretfully confirm that the Foreign Office isn't able to offer advice on vampires, rogue stray cats, or strictly contestants, and our capacity to deploy veggie sausages remains sadly lacking. That's a very British response.
Yeah.
Fuck all this noise. If we had the power to send you sausage, we would, because this is England, and that's what we do.
England. Dude, that's fucking great. Holy shit.
I love that. I mean, that's peak British right there.
That's so painfully British it fucking causes me physical discomfort. Like,
Their
wow.
entire country is really just a Monty Python sketch. That's all it is.
Pretty much.
I'm, yeah. I mean, shit. I found actually recently somebody showed me like a series of Twitter accounts that are basically they're supposed to be offering 70s style British public service announcements about how awful their county is. Come and tour our nuclear waste disposal sites. They're the finest on the Isle.
Fucking shit. I need to DM you on my circle link.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I'll DM it to you on Twitter.
Yeah, I can open that because I'm not entirely
Brain dead.
backwards. Brain dead.
I'm pretty brain dead right now.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of brilliant British shit too. In case nobody caught it on Twitter, I got into a very brief spat with Christopher Hitchens' brother Peter because he's a fucking moron. And insists that we've never fought a war on drugs and that anybody who uses drugs is just a selfish, evil, rotten person. I'm like, really? How did the two of you fall out of the same vagina? God damn.
That doesn't make any sense. What the fuck? So I missed this one. Addy Monster said, I was behind a pickup truck towing a trailer. One of the ramps on the trailer fell off. Holy shit. And smashed into my front end. I then drove over it, got air on all four wheels, and coasted off the road. Ripped the exhaust out and punched in a hole in the floor. Holy fuck, dude. Wow.
Turned a Kia into the General Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Dukes of Hazzard yourself that way. It's like, my insurance premiums were gone in 60 seconds.
Just some good old boys. Never mind no harm. Yeah,
So,
glad you made it through that okay.
Yeah, I'm too. But I want to know, like, how does it feel to be able to say honestly that you jumped a car? Like, yeah, I kickflipped that shit.
Yeah.
I ollied the Nissan Sentra.
So Crispy Gin sent us some biddies and said this first twerk of 2019 should help combat all those Polish vampires. Okay, all right. And we actually played this during the pre-show, but I guess we're playing it again.
Oh yay! Why is that happening? I shouldn't set that one. You know shit.
Huh?
Oh, I mean, like, his like public stunts and stuff. It's like, whoa, that's crazy, it's so weird, but this makes total sense to me.
Oh yeah, no. This absolutely makes sense. I think it would be such a great troll if it turned out the hard gay was like straight as fuck, like totally not gay at all.
I was just gonna say these Drake videos are getting weird.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Although I don't know. Maybe you can clarify, but I have been seeing. I think it's like been Twitter. No, it's actually been on YouTube. If I'm not mistaken, he's given up the hard gay character, hasn't he?
I have no idea. I'm not. Yeah. I'm not in on the hard gay lore.
You're not a hard gay aficionado anymore.
I never really was. I just knew who he was and thought he was hilarious.
There was just that brief time in college, right?
Mm-hmm. Somebody, Callie is saying hard gay actually is straight. He's married to a Japanese supermodel. Wow.
Yeah, well, if I'm not mistaken, it was just the thumbnails. I didn't watch the videos, so take from that what you will. But I believe I've seen one of those like comparison things where like he watches his old work, and yeah, he's just this like straight, athletic-looking Japanese giant, because tall motherfucker.
He's a very tall fucking dude.
Yeah. Oh, was he? Yeah, he's a straight man that was Japanese pro wrestling known as Reza Ramon Sumitani.
Sumitani.
I want to see if he gave the character up, though. I mean, I think maybe that's why Japanese birth rates have plummeted. That raw sexual energy just isn't coursing through their television screens anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Japanese Sophane.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a Japanese Sophane, a little bit. I mean, let's be honest. Like, if Sophane had a name like Hard Gay, he'd have a giant H and G plastered on his chest and on his hat.
Oh, yeah,
of course,
he'd probably shave it into his back hair or something.
Yeah,
that's it.
That smiling DJ dude is cracking my ass up. Like, where is
he?
You know,
now that I know he's like straight and married to a supermodel, though, I'm like surprised nobody's screamed about like he's like, my culture is not your costume, you know.
Well, it's a different culture over there, that's for sure. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, basically, I mean, let's be honest, this is just a live action version of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Kinda. Oh, you never watched the later seasons? Not kinda.
All right. I'm not watching them. You can't what?
I'm just not that I'm opposed to the dancing to this. It's just that I don't think I could actually move that much. I'm basically I'm like a can of seltzer right now. You shake me up and just gonna spew everywhere.
Poor Nick. Oh man. I'm trying to fix that fucking artifact.
Yeah. Addie says, Japan does not care about your culture. They are proudly xenophobic. This is true. I've been watching Man in the High Castle. It's basically like its dissertation on Japanese culture. And the side of Japan no one wants to talk about. If you are black and go to Japan, you will get gawked at a lot.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Let's just do a little bit more Hard Gay and then we'll move on. Woo! Oh, damn, I wanted to pause right on that. There we go.
There we go.
Hey, happy 2019. The future is gay, everybody.
Yeah.
Or fake gay. Fake gay.
The future is female.
No.
Well, we're not going there. Suddenly, like a wild Wozlee is gonna pop up in the chat. Some Christy Winters is like finally tunes into the show, and she's just like, "That's the most homophobic hot thing I've ever seen."
I'm controversied out, my dude. Oh God. Oh boy.
Oh, I love it these days. It's like I love seeing. Thank you, Larry. Like these donations are fucking magical and very, very helpful. But these days, knowing what it is you send us, I just get excited to see what comes next.
Well, would you look at that? Another Maximum the Hormone vid that I had overlooked. Guess it will truly never end. It's a more friendly one to get us right in the spirit for this new year. Yes. Much gay fish love. Thank you so much, buddy. That's very kind of you. All right.
We're gonna have to rename this from. Is this 68 or 60? This show 69.
Is it? I don't know.
Did you change it from last week? Because all I'm thinking right now is like sickly weeb boys or something.
I think this is actually 68. I think so. I'd have to like look at the fucking.
Who's counting? Clearly nobody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. Here, actually, I'm really curious. I want to see now.
Hmm.
Go over to our video manager.
Let's see. Meowski, one of the best things Japan did as of recent was when feminists tried to squawk at anime hentai artists to stop being so degrading to women. The Japanese replied, maybe you should be more worried about women in real life than cartoons. Oh, I was really hoping
Oh,
it'd be. Well, I was hoping it'd be some like snarky Hideo style shit. He'd
yeah.
be like, maybe if you weren't fat bitch, this would not be problem for you. Blocked.
Yeah, no, it's 60, we're on 68. So next
Okay.
week will be episode 69.
We have to do something special for that,
Yeah, something sexy, I guess.
or very, or at least the old college try it sexy kind of.
Yeah. Shit. Go check out the rest of that song, by the way, guys. Okay. Ominous Kelp, thank you very much for your subscription. Appreciate you. Very nice of you. Hattie Monster says, Cal, you absolute fucking ball. Get your fucking head in the game, you absolute embarrassment. BreadMasterPBJ, another band you should check out if you want a weird genre mix is Wagaki Band. It's rock mixed with traditional Japanese instruments. That sounds cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at one more article before we're going to start rolling and getting people in. So if you're new, there's a link to the Discord on the page, and you can hop in the waiting room, and here in just a little bit we're going to roll and pull some of you guys in. Maybe we'll read some more articles with you as well. So,
Yeah, I think you should go with the one you found.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, because the other two, if we don't get to them, we don't get to them. It's nothing huge with those. This one's just fun.
Oh, shit. Hang on. Fuck.
It's also like the most Australian thing ever.
Australian man screaming at spider, "Why don't you die?" triggers full police response. When I first read this, I was like, oh, fuck, dude. That's crazy. Police in Australia responded to reports of a man screaming, "Why don't you die?" by dispatching multiple units to a home in Perth. But officers were soon told to stand down when they found a man who had only been trying to kill a spider, according to the police log published online. The alarm was raised when a passerby heard a screaming child and a man repeatedly shouting. In a tweet on Wednesday morning, Wanneroo police shared their account of the unusual incident. It cited the man's serious fear of spiders and added that there have been no injuries at the scene apart from those sustained by the spider. The tweet read, multiple police units.
By the spider.
Yeah, multiple police units responded, lights and sirens, to the incident this morning. Never a dull moment for the police. Police spokesman Samuel Dennison said, "It's just one of those jobs you go expecting to see one thing and you see another." He confirmed the tweet was later deleted from Twitter because it pictured internal police communication systems, because there are just some typos in it, things like that. The man was reported to apologize for the inconvenience he had caused. Similar incident occurred in 2015 when police in Sydney found a man screaming, "I'm going to kill you, you're dead," at a spider in his home.
That's it. Well, I mean, we can laugh here in the States, but like, try and remember what Australian spiders are like.
Yeah.
They are horror movie monsters. These are these are like Henson style. Who was the one who did all the practical effects in the thing?
I can't remember what his name is.
I always forgetting his fucking name. Yeah. No, they're movie monsters. Basically, yeah, it's like they're like creatures from The Thing.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Fucking huntsman spiders?
Yeah, and just like basically everything in Australia wants to kill you except the Australians. It's typically.
Yeah.
They're
fucking hideous, dude. Ugh.
Yeah, and it's kind of thing like apparently that like a bunch of them I believe like to hang out like in like under the seats of toilets, like under the seat rim. So like when you sit down, there's like spider crawling up your butt. Happy fucking Australia Day. Still want to go there? It's not all Crocodile Dundee.
At least it's not as bad as camel spiders. Camel spiders are fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Like, here, camel spider.
Yeah, Crowley Can says they're like Fallout type spiders. You need a 45 and swords to kill them. Yeah,
dude.
Let's look at this horror show.
Yeah, the fucking camel spiders. You know, that's somebody holding two dead ones still attached to each other. Like, they're massive. They're fucking massive.
Delicious, I'm sure.
Ugh, God, so gross.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they showed up in like parts of mainland China, they'd be a snack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see it. I can totally see it.
I won't even lie. Honestly, like, if I was allowed in China, which I'm just gonna guess I'm probably not, I'd totally try their like scorpions on a stick and shit. They look fascinating.
Mm-hmm. They do.
Yeah.
I don't. I would probably eat one. Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, like fried centipede.
Yeah. Tasty, tasty. I mean, I ate fucking rat. Seriously.
Well, listen, we've all been to KFC.
Well, no, I mean, like, there was a guy who, at all the football games at my high school when I was living in Panama, Central America, he had this barbecue, and he'd sell kebabs, just like, sticks of meat for like $1, and they were fucking delicious. I was like, this is so good. I can't really quite figure out what fucking type of meat this is. So I looked at him and like, KS, is das beef? What was, not, it definitely wasn't pollo, it wasn't chicken. And he looks at me, cracks this big old smile, half his teeth are gold. He goes, señor, estás rato. I'm like,
oh, you got a Demolition Man experience then.
Yeah.
Rat. It's a rat burger.
Yeah. It was crazy. And it was really good. It was actually really tasty.
They're made of fucking meat, dude. I mean, it's like, I don't, I kind of object to like, over in China, like when they eat dog and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just because I like dogs. But they're still made of meat.
Yeah.
Everything is made of, all animals are made of some kind of meat that you can eat.
Delicious meat. Delicious meat.
Yeah, little kitty cat kebab.
The nice part about Panamanian sewer rat, they're about the size of like a cat, maybe even a small dog. They're huge.
It's a capybara with a less pleasant disposition, really.
Yeah. They're fucking hideous, dude.
I don't think I could eat capybara. They're just too sweet, you know. I mean, like they're like friends with everything.
Addy Monster says, I fucking love huntsman spiders. Oh my god. Meowski says, tips for booze because sobriety is for squares. Like pants. Cheers. Thank you, Meowski. Very, very kind of you. Addy Monster, camel spiders are not huge. That image of the two is forced perspective. Oh, crazy. All right. You're the local spider mama. Ask me anything. All right, Addy. What's the biggest spider in the world? That's what I'm curious about.
I'm sure they were. I'm sure it works for the Clintons.
Fucking Jesus. All right, let's get our first guest in here. That is going to be Mr. Barr.
Yeah, Mr. Baru. Mahalo.
He's talking, but I don't hear anything.
Oh, I can hear him just fine.
You can?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, my Discord is doing that stupid fucking thing again. Hang on, I gotta jump out and jump back in.
Hey, Bar. Oh, we can talk about our favorite animes.
What? No. What? What are you guys talking about right now? I feel like you're conspiring against me right now.
No, Jeff, we're not conspiring against you. If we were doing that, I'd have been talking to Bar privately.
Okay, say
like
something.
Like I was earlier.
Okay, now I can.
I make it a point never to plan for the inevitable.
Plan for the inevitable. What is that supposed to mean?
Don't worry about it.
Oh shit. Oh no.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Just you gotta stay relaxed. It'll hurt less that way.
and no gin.
Just just deep breaths and just try not to contract any of your muscles.
Well, I want to remember whatever horrible thing he's gonna do to me.
Don't worry about it. It'll be quick and painless. Just flip the knife into the medulla oblongata. There you go.
Oof, Jesus.
He's gonna hook you. He's gonna gauge your taint piercing is all.
No, even I have limits.
There's a thought that makes you feel sicker than gin.
Yeah, dude.
Gator, I don't have an evil voice. This is my voice.
It's true. He sounds like a Bond villain all the time.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe like a voice actor from that James Bond Jr. cartoon from the 90s. Referencing it. I only reference that because I'm pretty sure I'm the only person on the face of the earth who remembers that thing.
Oh, no, I remember it. I know it exists.
I just try not to.
Wait,
yeah.
I didn't catch it. I was transfixed by something that was shiny. What were you referencing?
Oh, James Bond Jr., the cartoon from the
Oh,
90s.
fuck me! What a great show. That was awesome.
Yeah, because we all know kids just love James Bond.
That's right.
No
That's absolutely
cocaine
right.
in that executive decision. I'm sure.
Well, oh God.
It's like my favorite was when Ralph Bakshi decided to make his own episode in which James Bond Jr. lost his virginity to a Portuguese prostitute. That was a good one. All rotoscoped and shit. You ever seen what it looks like when you rotoscope over a 70s porn? It's incredible.
No, and I've seen my share of 70s porn.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a thing for vintage stuff.
I can't deal with the bush. The bush is too much.
It's like
Oh, you goddamn heathen.
it's like that's why it's like, you know, my preferred my preferred Tinder dates usually have AARP cards, so I feel you on that vintage thing there, Bar.
Oh God. Knock the dust off.
That's the devil's trap.
Have you ever used Tinder?
Quite a bit, actually.
Any success with it?
Well, for like, yes, and some disappointment as well.
That's like the best version of
I'm
Tinder I've
mad.
ever heard.
Like I got, like I said before, like that Brazilian friends with benefits I got was off of Tinder.
Oh,
I think it was like my second match there.
nice. Nice.
And then I am now actually nursing a heartbreak because I decided to indulge my vice of falling in love with women way out of my league.
Oh.
Oh,
I
that's
actually got to meet a female surgeon. Very beautiful, very smart woman that quickly wised up to the fact that she shouldn't be anywhere near me.
Oh no.
So we got like one date and a bunch of texts. And she said, "Oh, you're amazing. Let's stay friends."
Oh. Ow.
Yeah.
Shit. Well,
Yeah, I should have seen it coming, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
at least Tinder works where you live. Like Tinder doesn't work in Eugene at all. It doesn't work. I mean, all you'll get is
Do you just get a
Hi.
sign that says "fuck off, Jeff"?
no. It's every single profile is like, "Hi, I'm a single mom. I'm here looking for Mr. Right. You know, my long term, my one true love." I'm like, "Why the fuck are you on Tinder? What?
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
That doesn't make any
Yeah.
fucking sense. What are you talking about?"
Oh no, I just date the single moms who just essentially gave up.
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of that here in New Hampshire. Although it's like dating in general in New Hampshire is pretty much like just like imagine the seediest Greyhound station you can picture
Huh.
at like 2 a.m. That's pretty much New Hampshire Tinder. It's not just hi, I'm a single mom. It's like I've got 4 beautiful babies and like. You know, there's 5 guys. One of them is gonna be scot-free when the test results come back.
Wait. Do they do that thing where they take the pictures with the kids?
Oh God, I love those ones. And they're like, or they do it like the MySpace angle, with the kids in the background. So you're like, wow, you're just doubling down on how awful you want this profile to be, huh? Just tell me, like, that's like my dream Sunday is a good old NASCAR race, you know.
I don't have any horror stories from Tinder, but there used to be this other hookup app I used for a while, where I find out that the woman sending me nudes is married
Oh
because I
no.
can see her sleeping husband in the bed, thanks to the mirror in her bedroom.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, is there something you forgot to tell me about, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Oh, look, we're almost divorced, really.
I'm fucking sure. Uh-huh. God damn.
Oh wow, Y2KNW says I'll see your New Hampshire Tinder and raise you plenty of fish with 4 Indian reservations within an hour's drive.
Wow.
Woo.
Oh
Yikes.
wow. Oh wow. Better than Seattle, we have a lot of I'm a pan demi-queer torpedo intersectional feminist pronouns zir self zir. If you have a masculine penis, go die. I also like long walks on the beach. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't have any Tinder horror stories per se. No.
Oh man. I don't know. I
think the worst I ever got from online. Well, the worst immediate recollection I have is like I actually had a chick she's like, hey, let's go out to dinner. She picked this nice restaurant and all this, and then like halfway through this relatively expensive meal, she's like, oh, by the way, I just was looking for someone to take me out to dinner. I'm like,
Oh,
huh?
one of those.
Huh? Excuse me, I need to use the bathroom and take my car keys with me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I actually have never met anybody from Tinder. I met, though only once with online dating did I actually meet somebody, and it was through Gothic Personals. This is true. Gothic Personals back in 2000, and I want to say, fuck, man, maybe 2004 or something like that. I met this incredibly gorgeous fucking Chinese girl who lived like 40 minutes away from me. Her profile picture had her sitting there in a pair of booty shorts and a tank top with a baby doll, with a wire coat hanger wrapped around it, covered in fake blood, and her smiling at the camera. And I was like, this is the girl for me. Okay. And we had 2 really good dates, really great dates. But yeah, I just didn't go anywhere. And her roommate was a weird freak who just, I don't know, he just fucked with me a lot. So, yeah.
Well, the great thing about online goth dating too is like, you can't say somebody's scarred if they're all still open wounds.
Yeah, too true. And yeah, she would have been goth girlfriend, but she was not thick. She was very, very Chinese, very tiny, very, very petite.
It's just thinking like, hey, there was a time I almost dated a Chinese girl from the internet, but it was really actually just the Tong Mafia offering me $5,000 to marry her for 3 years, which actually did happen. One time when I was a bartender, these fellas who ran a Chinese restaurant came in like, hey, you married? No. My cousin real beautiful, yeah? So here's what happened. We give you $5,000, you marry her, stay married for 3 years till she gets citizenship. You have girlfriend, who gives a fuck? She cook and clean, we set you up, we give you another $5,000 when you're done. Like, tempting.
Wow. Yeah, that is actually tempting.
The Tongs, the Tongs used to do that out of Boston a lot because Chinese mafia is very big in Boston. And yeah, they like bringing their cousins over, which is really just a euphemism for people to work in their businesses.
Right.
Yeah, and they get some American chump from like New Hampshire, Rhode Island, or something to marry him to get the paperwork in order. Yeah, and they pay them like $10,000 because they know they're gonna make like $40,000 off of their labors.
That's crazy, dude.
Hey, sounds like a true strategy for romance.
Oh God, Sestra brought up. Have any of you ever checked out FetLife?
Oh boy.
Oh my God. I didn't know several trains could wreck at the same time, but yeah, that's where you go to see it. It's like you just like look on the it's like all right, well, a whole bunch of dick pics and then a whole bunch of big girls with lots of cutter scars.
Nice. So basically one of those websites where you don't catch viruses, you just get the STDs directly.
Yeah. Not enough computer viruses, they're more organic.
God damn. Yeah, no, I looked at a FetLife in Eugene, and it was pretty much exactly that. Really skinny dudes and their penises and big girls, and they always want to do like munches and shit where everybody goes.
Oh,
I can't do big girls anymore.
Oh, and the lifestylers, I love it too, because like when you start like picking up on the dumb lingo, it's like I'm owned by and under the protection of. It's like, what is it? Are we in the middle of an RPG here? The fuck is this? I'm just trying to get my freak fuck on here, and you're trying to give me character stats. All right, we just pump the brakes a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't mind a big girl. I really don't mind a big girl, but like the people who are into the BDSM scene very often are really annoying.
It's mostly because I'm a former fat boy myself, and ever since the weight loss thing, just becomes incompatible lifestyle thing.
I see.
Kind of like former alcoholics really shouldn't date each other.
Former?
Yeah.
What?
Former, or if she's on the sauce and you're off the wagon.
Right.
Oh, so if like you're basically saying like you're Dax Shepard, that's worked out for them. Oh yeah, no, the fet scenes are pretty much a fucking train wreck. especially in this age, because it's always been interesting. Like my old buddy used to say, like, oh well, back in the day when everyone was just doing this shit privately in clubs and just expressing it privately, it was an outlet. It was great. It was fun. And nowadays, because it's like not only accepted but it's fashionable, like people wear it like a badge of honor on their sleeves. Like, oh, I'm totally like into age play and shit. Like, why would you tell people that?
The problem these days with the scene is just you got a bunch of hipster wallflowers.
Yeah,
but nobody's actually doing a goddamn thing and having fun.
It's like it's like the thing with gay clubs too. I mean, like going to like gay bars used to be a lot more fun as a straight person, because you go in there and it'd be fucking wild, because it's like a bunch of people who get to be and feel like their weird freak flag selves somewhere they feel safe doing it. But nowadays everything's blasé, so you go there and it's just another bar and people are dressed a little funny.
I do have to say, probably one of the best things I ever saw in like a scene thing. In Portland, there's a bar called Brabati's. I think it's still there, but they would do a huge Halloween fetish night every single year. And one year, they had a guy dressed up like Willy Wonka being like tortured by 5 little people dressed up as Oompa Loompas.
Jeff, are you sure that wasn't just the drugs?
No, this is real, and this is before like the Willy Wonka remake, so they were like classic dressed Oompa Loompas and Willy Wonka. It was pretty great.
And they were real little people too?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
When you can round up five little people who are willing to dress up like Oompa Loompas to go to a fetish club with you, you put your you did your research. You put your work in.
Wow. That's a lot of production value.
I'm sure they probably all of them got laid that night too.
Probably.
I mean, how could you resist? Like you're in a fetish club for Halloween, and there's a legit little person dressed like an Oompa Loompa. You're like, yeah, no, I have to. I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah. Well, I don't need to ask you, Jeff, because I already know the answer. But Bar, like, would you smash like a fit little person?
Probably.
So I'm not gonna say for
I
sure.
just haven't seen one yet, but
yeah, well, it's like one of those things. Like what was it? Like I had an albino once. She was fun. It was more because of like I was thinking to myself, like, in the course of my sexual history, I never expected to have an albino.
So what happened? Did you pull the curtains the next day? She just burst into flames.
Damn fucking near it, yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna go into too much detail, but I'll just say, you ever been with somebody who's like overly enthusiastic in this act to the point where like their bony ass is like bruising you in ways that are unpleasant?
No, they're usually just apathetic and dead inside.
Oh, so you get it's like, no, I go for the easy ones.
Nah, seriously, no. Look, I
Dead
can't look
inside.
into a woman's eyes and see hopes and dreams. It just turns me off.
Oh, wow! Holy shit!
Nick knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh no, no. It's like I like to call it the Bill Burr school of dating.
Low
like,
expectations. That's
like,
how you
listen,
roll.
I know myself pretty well. I need a woman who I'm pretty certain could put up with me, which means completely crushed and dead inside. That's the best thing I could hope for, really. I'm not trying to fool anyone. I'm not the greatest date on earth. No. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? Well done, Bar. It's important to really know.
No, I'm a pragmatist. I just once in a while I just make the mistake in falling for someone classy, but then I learn better.
Right.
Yeah, you fall for a surgeon. My ex-girlfriend, like, everyone's got the one who just completely eviscerated them and destroyed their faith in relationships. Yeah, well, she was a banker when we were together, and then like she like hit me up in a random like just, hey, how's it been sort of thing. Like she's married now and she's in med school, gonna be a doctor, and I'm thinking like, fuck me, if you were a doctor when we were together, I could have played Fallout without being bothered for twice as many hours as when you were at the bank. Thanks for saving the best for someone else. Like, why do you love her? Well, she makes lots of money and she's never home. It's an ideal relationship, really.
All right, so Bar, anything you want to share or put out there? Chill to the world.
That is a very good question, and I am blanking right now. So let's just move on.
Yeah, just hit him up on Tinder.
Yeah, hit your boy back on Tinder. All right, man. Well, it's good. It's always good to talk to you. All right.
Yeah, same here. Always a pleasure to be on, boys.
All right. Cheers, buddy.
What the fuck? You have a good one, Bar. I'm just noticing the chat from Sester says, yeah, Canuck. Yeah, nah, dude, I want to bang a chick and not be worried about being raped by a dog. I don't need to follow that conversation anymore.
They're talking about Craigslist personals.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be raped by a dog, why are you going on Craigslist?
Eddie Monster says the largest spider in the world, general consensus, is Theraposa blondie, aka the Goliath bird eater, which does not eat birds, at least not as a regular part of its diet. Also, there is this. What is this?
Can you feed it birds? Like if you fed it a bird, would it eat it?
Oh, I've seen this thing before. This thing's really fucking cool, actually. Here, this is La Princesse. There we go. It's a massive mechanical spider thing.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like I was thinking we were about to watch another preview, like a new trailer for the Godzilla movie or something.
Yeah, that thing is fucking crazy.
Oh, that's goddamn.
I want it.
I do too, and I love the fact that we're like, we are slowly actually moving. It's 2019, it's a new year, new monsters. But we're actually getting closer and closer to the era in which we'll have like giant robots all over the place, Gundams, mobile suits, giant spiders. Like I want the next Killdozer to be one of these things.
Yeah, me too. That'd be good.
Yeah, death lasers, shit.
Oh, I guess in the chat they were talking about Whitney, Wisconsin, that dog fucking lady.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's the height. That's like the height of Keemstar, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't even know if he covered it or not, to be honest.
Oh no, he had her on the show, if I'm not mistaken. I only know that because my buddy really wanted to watch the iDubbbz content cop on him because he's not big on YouTube, but he heard about it, and I'm like, yes, we can revisit this. It's important for everyone.
Callie says, last of the bits, but Houston Tinder is a mix of Jeff's neck of the world and Nick's blended with a excess of Crisco, and your option of redneckisms or ghetto bullshit. Cesarean scars thrown in free of charge. Wow. Oof. Spicy. All right, next up, we got won the roll. We got Mr. Jables. Woo, Jables.
How's it, Jables?
Jables with the new microphone.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Maybe.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, you do sound fucking great now.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
It sounds like you're
What kind of mic?
fucking sitting
What kind
next
of
to
mic
me.
is it?
Yeah, what kind of mic?
It's just a where's the box? It's a blue black ice snowball
Oh.
or whatever.
That's cool. Yeah, Blue makes fucking great entry level USB microphones and shit. They sound amazing.
Yeah, I mean the Yeti is like pretty much industry standard with YouTube. So.
Yeah.
Now Eddie Monster wants to fuck your voice hole.
Hey.
All right.
Gargle with some sheepine, Yeah.
The thing is if you guys do it in the back of her car, you'll get a whole bunch of extra bouncing going on.
Yeah, I saw some of those pictures.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that whole like ramp thing was just that was just a cover. It's just like, I was just smashing some serious ass in the back seat, and I fucking flipped the thing somehow. It's really good suspension,
So what about you, Jables? Do you ever have a bad Tinder experience?
Every Tinder experience I've had in Seattle. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I would kind of expect that. Seattle doesn't really seem like it would be very conducive to a good Tinder experience.
It's like
a couple of them started off well, and then it just devolved into going into identity politics and shit.
No.
Everyone.
Did you ever get that thing where it's like, you respond to a profile and it looks like a young Jennifer Tilly, and you show up and it's Ben Pie?
But it's actually like legit Ben Pie.
Yeah, he's got some kinks of his own.
Yeah.
Like letting people down.
I think that would be a very good experience, though. So obviously that hasn't happened.
I keep waiting for my very own Billy the Fridge to come along and sweep me off my feet.
Oh my god. I wonder how wrecked those two are today after 24 hours, man.
Oh, they're probably still sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
It's got just like an IV of Pedialyte going on.
Yeah. Well, they barely drank. That's something that's very deceptive about the drunken peasants. It's called the drunken peasants, but they really don't drink often while they're streaming.
Which is
Well,
surprising
Billy
too.
doesn't drink at all.
Yeah.
Ben will sometimes drink. He'll do like 9/11 mode. Take some
Mhm.
shots for every 9/11 that comes in. But
Well, that's a weird thing about him though too, is because like he doesn't drink much on his shows. I mean, I've seen him get rip roaring stoned plenty.
Yeah.
But he doesn't drink much. But it's like at the same time, like his capacity, like his level is up there. So, like yeah, it's like he can. It's one of those things like I can, but what's the point? It's no longer sporting.
Yeah.
yeah,
He could definitely put it away though. That's for sure. Yeah, I just thought I thought it was weird the first time I ever went on the Drunken Peasants. Like I brought a whole fucking bar, thinking like, yeah, this is what we're doing. And then like only Scotty had a couple of drinks, and then like as soon as the show was over, they just kicked me out, and I'm like, oh fuck, now I'm drunk as shit in the middle of Seattle. What the fuck am I supposed to do now? Ah, damn it. That's alright.
yeah. They had somebody on the other night, and she was asking if they had any booze, and they just had like a few random beers in the fridge, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's disappointing.
Well,
On top of everything else.
Ben's more of a stoner than a real drinker. I mean, he drinks like a fish when he wants to, but I mean, at least this is my impression. Is he strikes me as the kind of guy who likes to get his green on a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know better than I do, Jeff. Shit.
Wait, I didn't even hear what you were saying. I was reading something in the chat.
Oh, I was just saying that Ben strikes me as somebody who enjoys his green a bit more than his drink.
Nah, I mean, situationally, like when most of the time when I go up there and I hang out with him, we go out and we drink. We have very many drinks.
Oh, I know. No,
But
I know he
like-
throws them back.
But
But he's also smoking joints like a cigarette smoker.
not in public. Like he'll only like smoke some weed when he gets home. You know. So.
Well, I just
Okay.
it really does. Well, I mean, truth be told, in my experience, it really doesn't matter what your tolerance is. Like, if you smoke some good weed and then you like throw back a series of shots, you're rolling the dice as to whether or not you're gonna have a good or bad night any which way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Maeve wants to know. She's asking, how do I nicely tell the guy in my DMs that I'm not going to hook up with him? I'm not capable of being impolite. What do you guys think?
Just
Clip this part where we're saying, hey, she doesn't want to hook up with you.
Yeah, she's just not
That's
an
an
idiot, dude. Yeah.
or you could also say like you could get like really enthusiastic about it and be like, oh my god, you're a bug chaser? That's so cool.
Oh God.
That'll shut it down pretty quick, and if it doesn't, then that's when the block button comes into effect.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, the antivirals are starting to kick in, so give me a week or two before we're safe.
I mean,
Just be straight up. Don't try to be any sorts of coy. Be straight up.
yeah.
Sometimes there's enough people out there that like to play hard to get that they're going to think you're playing hard to get if you're not straight up.
Yeah, it's you just got to be completely straight up, no ambiguousness. Like, I'm just not interested. I am sorry, but I'm just not interested.
Now, if you're willing to, though, you can make a game of it and then catalog those conversations, and then maybe you could even use that for YouTube content. That'd be pretty funny, It's like, so like with this guy, he seemed pretty straight. So I said, well, I haven't gone through my last operations yet, but if you're cool with it,
Well, and she says I've already said I'm not available twice. Okay, then honestly, then all you can really do is just say no, dude, it's not happening, and just fucking block him. Just block him.
Or just send them links to like J-Date and Christian Mingle. Actually, that could be a good one. Be like, listen, I can't help you, but maybe someone here can, and just give them like a link to some terrible like fetish dating site.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's actually not a bad idea for like avoiding people. Just have fake accounts on J-Date or Christian Mingle or something, and then be like, yeah, just hit me up on my dating profile here. That way you can know more about me.
Yeah, or just link them to somebody else's profile. link them to a stranger's profile. It's like I'm looking for a man who's really into Jesus, and I mean Jesus is like really into him. Just send that profile along and be like, this is what I used to communicate with like potential suitors, don't you know?
Farmersonly.com. Is that real?
Oh, dude, there's a captain. Yeah. There's a sea captain dating site.
No, that one's fake.
I used farmersonly.com at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I've told you guys I grew up in like a little farming community and everything.
Yeah.
This is a town of like 300 people. So yeah, I've used it a few times because horse riders are amazing in bed.
This is true.
So.
Okay.
This is very true.
Okay.
For all the shit we give, horse girls, and I love this is what I love about reductors too, and in addition to how many hardcore anti-feminists fail to see the satire in it, but when they say I'm not a horse girl, I'm a horse woman, it's like, well, all right, that either means Sarah Jessica Parker, you get that thigh action going on.
Mm-hmm.
Also, with farmersonly.com, you'll get a lot of the libertarian types that just don't give a fuck about your politics or anybody else's for that matter.
They just want to get fucked. They just want to get fucked in the garden.
Yeah.
Here, I'm DMing you some real quick, Jables.
Oh no.
There we go. No. It's alright. It's the bicycle. Because we have to look at. This. Let me know when it's up.
City folk just don't get it, says Hattie Monster. I just want to log in there, and it's like when the opening splash screen comes up, it's just like the banjo bit from Deliverance.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's up. I'm gonna have to mute myself though because I have to play it through something.
All right, it's only 30 seconds, so.
Lonely Acres.
Where are all the country girls? They're at farmersonly.com.
Yes! Ho ho ho!
Y'all, excuse me, I'm gonna need to put my boots on here.
Oh, you guys have never seen the Farmers Only commercials? No.
Wow, that was magic.
Oh, there's a ton of them out there. They're great.
You don't have to be lonely.
I actually wear these things, so maybe I should establish a profile and just have not even a face, just a picture of this boot. Like, he's real deal.
Mm-hmm.
The other one's got duct tape on it.
A lot of the commercials are just like dudes out in the middle of a wheat field playing on their smartphone.
They're just gonna get they're gonna like open a hookup edition of it too, where it's just like some dude beating off in the back of a pickup truck and crying, looking at a picture of Loretta Lynn.
There's plenty of people on Farmers Only that just want to hook up and not necessarily date.
Let's be honest, that's every dating site too, with the exception of actually Christian Mingle's probably got a bunch of it, but it's all guilt laden, which makes it fun.
True. Very true. I tried blackpeoplemeet.com. It didn't go over very well.
You're the blackest man on YouTube.
I know.
Yeah, it's like you'd have gotten away with it if you'd have put a picture of Sean King up.
Anyway, Jables, shill, promote, put out there to the world.
Shit. Kill Tony podcast.
Which one?
Kill Tony.
Kill Tony podcast. Okay. Cool. Yeah. What do you like about him?
It's a comedy podcast run by Tony Hinchcliffe. He gets a panel of big name comedians, and they pull names out of a bucket, and then some random person pulled it out of the bucket, comes up and does 60 seconds of stand-up comedy.
Ooh.
And then they interview the person that just did the comedy. They either ask them about more things to find more bits, they give them advice, or they just shit on them. So.
I think Dan Lamort might have been on there once.
That'd be cool.
Maybe.
I like that guy.
We're gonna have to get him back on. But yeah, if Tony Hinchcliffe's running the thing, then I'm expecting some like really nasty Ari Shaffir level shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Keep in mind, Tony Hinchcliffe did like the roast of Snoop Dogg, the roast of Donald Trump. He wrote a lot of the jokes for a lot of the Comedy Central roast.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, thank you very much, Jables. We love you, buddy. We'll talk to you again soon. All right.
Love you guys too. Talk to you later.
See you, homie. I was really expecting to push the pre-show, which everybody should be watching.
We have it linked literally in the description of every video, I think.
It's true.
I'm
It's a little
at
redundant.
Oh, damn it. Why isn't that playing? That needs to play in fucking my circle, god damn it. Piece of shit. Here,
It's like, well, you seem to like bridles there, darling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I met Rhett on FarmersOnly.com. I wanted somebody that enjoyed the rural
You look so
living,
happy.
the country living. I was just looking for somebody that wanted to live in small town
Oh.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.
America.
Yeah.
And I found him.
And I found Missy on FarmersOnly.com. You know, it was the best thing that ever happened. We have a lot in common. Without Farmers Only, this wouldn't happen.
You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
Excellent. That's
It really
wonderful.
is. Although I gotta say that smile was like, it was like, yeah,
Yeah, everything's great.
wonderful. It's just, what is it? Didn't they have? Isn't there like a MAGA dating site too?
Yeah, I think they did actually. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
It's got to be a hell of a thing.
Oh shit. I don't think Nick will be able to hear this, but I can play it for the stream. Addy just sent something. Thank you very much, by the way, for the dono, Addy. That's very, very sweet of you. When Another One Bites the Dust starts playing.
Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging
I'll hear it in a second.
Oh. Yeah, what's up? Dude, that bird is awesome as fuck. What the shit? Holy Christ.
It kind of makes me want a bird. Birds like Manson.
Like bird people are weird. They're weird.
Well,
But
birds are weird, and they're not real.
yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna get at. Is like, but birds are kind of weird, but birds are also kind of awesome, and bird people in their own way are also pretty fucking awesome. I don't know. I have a complicated opinion
Relationship with birds.
and bird people. Yeah, I do.
It's like,
weird.
I mean, I learned about it thanks to our Lord and Savior PewDiePie. But yeah, birds aren't real, and because have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, they're hideous.
Yeah, bird people are weird. I don't know. I kind of prefer them to rodent people. You know, like I dated a girl who had 3 ferrets, and she kept them in their cage, like in her bedroom. So, like, she'd want to get frisky, and all I could smell was weasel shit.
Whew. Oh my God, Larry says the hardest thing for that farmers only dating site is for the dudes on that site is to remember not to milk the girl after they come.
Ooh. Unless that's what they're into.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
BreadMasterPBJ, what's up, buddy?
Oh, shit. What's up?
How you doing, man?
Let me just mute the stream real quick. I'm good.
Yeah. How was your New Year's?
Didn't do a damn thing. Watched movies and drank.
Have you ever dated a bird person? And I don't mean like the Rick and Morty kind of bird person, unless you have.
I think I'd rather take the bird person from Rick and Morty than an actual bird person, but no, I haven't.
Aw. What
But
about
they need love too.
They do. Desperately so.
Well, when it comes down to it, a bird person is actually worse than a cat lady.
Yeah.
Because the cats are at least fluffy and they're assholes and you know it. The birds are super annoying about it and the entire neighborhood knows.
Oh, I see. Ooh, hang on one second.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, actually, the ferret girl. So she was actually just an animal girl. Also owned a horse. Who
That's
really that horse didn't like,
interesting.
that horse didn't like me. No, she had, what was it like? We fostered a dog together, and she had like 3 cats. She had an albino rat, which she used to think was great to just like, bring him out of his little cage, put him on the bed, and just let him climb around on us. And she thought it was
That's okay. It's okay. He's not staring at you with evil intent.
Yeah, it's not. Well, it was an albino rat too. So like when he would stare at me, it would be with like these bright pink red eyes, and it'd be like my erection is completely gone. Why did you?
We'll
think
give
this
you
was
erection the horse, the dog, or the cat.
or the birds, the ferrets, fucking
It just
mice.
it chirped
the
just right.
snake.
It chirped just right.
Well, listen, this girl, like hanging out with this girl was like chilling in a veterinarian's office, basically. And it's like when I first met her and I found out she has all these animals, I'm thinking like, oh, maybe she's studying like veterinarian shit or zoology or some shit. Nope, computer graphics design and shit. Like, well,
She's just compensating for lack of relationship status.
Yeah,
really obviously doing it.
Then why the farm and the multiple copies of Harry Potter?
Because animal polygamy that without sex is not illegal.
Well, to be fair, I mean, we were talking about online dating before too. This is my first girlfriend. She came off
Horsesonly.com. That exists apparently. I don't know.
MySpace. MySpace back in its day. It was great. People like, oh, it's great for music. Like, fuck that. It's great for booty. It's great for booty calls. Nightmarish.
Yeah, and then that booty call turned out to be. Yeah, and then the booty call turned out to be 13 because she didn't give an age, and nobody checked ages back then.
I just remember the Boondocks.
And you had to ask yourself, it's just like, what have I done, and do I still want to keep going?
I came close. I got a girl on her 18th birthday. She told me she was 20. And then like, yeah, like we went out and I was like, I forgot how it came up, but I somehow saw her ID. I'm like, wait a second, it's your birthday today. She's like, yeah. I'm like, you're turning 18 today. Okay. Fucking.
I mean, a birthday mistake is still a mistake.
Yeah, but if it's a legal mistake, is it really a mistake?
It's a mistake the other person a mistake the other person can't get in trouble for.
I'm always.
So in your case, it's her mistake, not your problem.
Oh no, listen. When it comes to most women I date, yes, I am the mistake. So.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Jeff? Like, yeah, no.
It's like
Yeah.
Jeff he just knows he's been through this with you several times. It's just it keeps happening. He doesn't know why.
I know.
After the third time, he thought he was done, but he just came back for more.
I just always remember though, whenever I think about it, I always remember the Boondocks. He's like hanging with this rap crew at this mansion, like, yo, we're gonna have a party. We gotta get some hoes. Yo, can you call that girl up? Nah, man, what do we do? It's like, y'all ninjas ain't never heard of MySpace. Like, that's what clued me in.
When it turns out Riley admires a gay man, but he can't admit it.
Jesus Christ. Oh man.
Because that would be gay.
Dude, my fucking stomach is doing somersaults in my fucking belly right now. Yeah.
Sounds like a wonderful time. Take some Excedrin on an empty stomach. That'll do
Ooh,
wonders.
fuck that, dude.
I did that on a hangover one time, and I was like, nope, throwing up again. Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry. It was Maeve who was having the problems online, right? Don't do Christian Mingle. Find a furry site.
I'm sorry, but my stance on furries is I don't care who you are, burn them with extreme prejudice. Hunt them like the animals they think they are.
I can't say that just because, like, the Ranting Griffin's a good friend of mine.
I understand that, but either he stops being a furry or else he gets put to the pyre.
This conversation is really starting to remind me of the man from High Castle now.
Oh my god. Nick, do me a favor though, and check your phone when you get a chance to. PBJ, what about did Nick ask you about a bad Tinder experiences? You ever have one of those?
I've never used Tinder.
No, you're smarter man
much to my wonderful experiences with Facebook.
You're a smarter man for it. That's for fucking sure.
No, people have tried to get me to use Tinder. I'm like, I don't want to have to put on my Facebook profile for this bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Because because it won't let you actually input all your data by itself.
Right.
It's like, you need to link your Facebook profile to this. And I'm like, I got rid of my Facebook profile, so fuck this.
Fuck, dude. Crazy shit. I don't know, man. Ooh, where's Nick?
It was always fun to. It was always fun to look at my friend's phone who had Tinder, and just look at some of the people that they were recommended that were in the area.
Oh, Christ.
Sure. Or check and see who they actually matched with and shit.
Yeah, who they actually matched with and who was in the Waukesha and Milwaukee area. So it's just, oh, she's a psycho. She
know that
probably
area.
shouldn't have stepped outside the house. Her dad's probably the local gang boss. Let's see what else.
I think the only match I ever ended up talking to on Tinder, funny enough, so we were like chatting. She's kind of cute, kind of rocker looking girl, and then it turns out she's like the ex-girlfriend of my ex-girlfriend, who
Then it turns out she's a dude.
No, who when I started dating the girl at the time, she was really pissed off because they'd just broken up, so she just like referred to me like really grumpily as the cock. So she's like, "How's the cock doing?"
Mm-hmm.
Is that a term of endearment or is that a slur?
I wasn't insulted. Well, I wasn't too insulted. I mean, it's like, yes, that's an adequate description of of the nature of our relationship here.
Too true.
Well, at least she's open about not wanting you for your personality.
What personality?
Exactly.
I've replaced my personality with pure spite.
Spite and hard liquor.
She saw the YouTube channel. Was like, yeah, this guy's dick is all I want.
Oh no, this is before the YouTube channel. Now since
Before
the
YouTube channel. Oh, so you didn't even have that to your name.
No,
Fuck.
no. Now the YouTube channel basically does all the work for me, and I import crazies from across the country.
I don't know. It's just for some reason your comments. I just look through them every now and then, and you'll get that one person that stumbles across it and just goes on this fucking tirade of what the hell are you talking about? It's like, this pertains to the video, but you're like mentioning the Jews in there somewhere.
Oh.
I don't know how we got here.
Oh yeah, I get that a lot. And then the funny thing too is like I did that video, well-intentioned message to incels, just trying to be like, guys, like chill out. Like for one thing, if you're virgins, the first time you have sex could be pretty awkward and kind of terrible, probably. And just be confident and like basically.
I've already resigned myself to when that happens. It's going to be awkward and nobody's going to enjoy either aspect of it.
Yeah, no, it's it's like what's his name, Russell Howard's comedy special is like he was pointed out. It's like 1 in 3 kids these days film losing their virginity. Can you imagine the confidence it takes to like, all right, get the lights here, lights.
See, the problem is
I came.
The 1 in 3 is probably the football team gang banging the drugged up cheerleader.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, half of those guys lose their virginity.
I mean, 8 on 1. It's like, hey, everyone gets a turn.
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, Bread, anything you want to show, promote, put out there, share with us, buddy?
This guy, let's see, I believe his channel name is the Punk Rock MBA. Punk Rock MBA. He's basically the punk rock version of Anthony Fantano.
Oh, cool.
He's only got 48,000 subs. Like, he goes over why bands got pretty, like, why they got big, where they went, why certain sections of hardcore punk rock died or just kind of went back underground, why they were so big in the first place.
Initially, when you said that, I kind of thought like, oh, so he like delivers business administration advice with a punk rock tune.
Yeah. Every month he does like a Q&A, like people ask him like, whatever happened to such and such band, or what are your thoughts on this band? It's like stuff like that.
Well, I heard MBA, so I'm thinking like a punk rock version of how to manage supply chains or something. But
I don't know.
That sounds pretty dope. Well, it's
cool,
been fucking good having you on again, homie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's been a while. It's been like, what, 3 months, and RNG just fucks me every damn time.
Yeah, but we got it fixed this time, man. So thanks for
this time,
stopping
because
in.
you finally just said, fuck it, we haven't had this dude in a while.
No, you won the role. Just been doing it.
I don't believe any of this. My luck sucks with the damn thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
well,
you should have played Powerball today.
Nick, I gotta send you a video I saw on Twitter after I get out of here. So.
Right on.
Cool.
Yeah, just hit me up on Discord.
Well, take care, buddy. We'll talk to you again soon. All right.
All right. See you later.
Peace.
So given that, I think, I mean, we got anything more to catch up on?
Yeah. Addy Monster says, I'm being summoned to play Ultimate Chicken Horse. You must all play it. I have. It's really good. Good night, all my lovelies. I love you all, and don't do booze unless you like fun and the magical ability to forget every damn thing that happened. Bye. Calligator says, but Bradley is a furry. Do you know how much strange furry porn he's shown us in voice chat? He joined a furry Discord. One of our members linked and made a beeline to find their NSFW section to find out how hardcore they went. Oh boy. Oh my God.
well, now.
We got we need one more thing. We need to pay some respects. We need to pay some respects to the one and the only. You know who it is.
Yeah, no, it took me a minute, but
Mean Gene Aukland passed away. Pinkies up for Mean Gene. He was a fucking legend. If you
79 was it?
Yeah, and if you've ever watched Wrestling Man, you knew who this dude was. He was a good dude. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, I stopped watching wrestling like when I was a kid, but even I remember.
Yeah.
Even Gene. So, rest in pepperonis, rest in Reese's Pieces.
Yep.
Homeboy, off to that giant ring in the sky.
But yeah, no, my stomach is completely and utterly ripped up. So I think we're gonna call it there.
My bowels are doing gymnastics right now.
So we love you guys. We'll see you again here next week for Midweek Saints. We'll see you in 2 days over on the YouTube Saints YouTube channel. But other than that, I mean, is there anything else to say?
Praise Bezos, and may his 2-day shipping be with you always.
Good night, everybody.